Welcome back into the Sports Source, the segment of our program brought to you by Southeast Termite and Pest Control. It's warm today, but the next few months are going to be chilly, obviously, with critters looking for warm, dry places to hole up, from skunks to birds to raccoons to whatever. Call Southeast Termite and Pest Control, ask them about their wildlife division to help catch and remove vermin and varmints, my words, not theirs, from your home, your abode, your business. Southeast Termite and Pest Control, they do a fantastic job. Another guy who does a fantastic job, former UT staff member Mark Pankratz, who of course was on the coaching staff of Bruce Pearl and Conzo Martin here at Tennessee, former D1 basketball player himself. Mark, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
All right, let's take a look. Let's put up Tennessee's schedule so far if we can. Show you, most of you know what they've done. They're 5-1. They're ranked number 6 in one poll, number 7 in the other. Only loss on the season came in the NIT in New York. Well, they lost to number 2 Kansas in overtime, 87-81. Also had a good game with Louisville up there, and Louisville's gone on to look pretty good against Michigan State and others. What have we learned about this team so far, guys, in terms of strengths, in terms of weaknesses, changes from last season? What have we learned about this Tennessee basketball team?
Well, I think we've learned that we're a legitimate top 10 to top 15 team in the country. We're number 12 in defensive efficiency and number 15 in offensive efficiency. There's only 4 other teams, Duke, Kansas, Auburn, and Virginia, that are both ranked on both sides of the ball, so to speak. So, legitimate team. I think offensively we do a great job of sharing the basketball, and our defensive rotations continue to be the best part about this basketball team, of their willingness to just continue to rotate and contest shots.
I think, like Mark said, I think their defense has been very impressive and really pulled them through some games. I think they're shooting a higher percentage and being more efficient inside the arc. And right now, not shooting well outside the arc. You got Bone and Turner shooting about 20% from 3 right now. So I don't think that'll continue. I think they'll get better, but I think it's really encouraging that they're better inside the arc.
I think it was also the right message from Rick Barnes after the Kansas loss that, okay, we could have won that game if we'd gone inside more and stopped settling for the outside jumpers, which is well, just working inside. I mean, if they do that, it's there typically. Your thoughts on this team? You get 2 guys who are giving more minutes. Fulkerson obviously got hurt last year, but Fulkerson and Yves Pons playing much bigger roles this year. Your thoughts on what they've added to the team?
Well, Pons is the human highlight. Every time he gets in the game, I mean, you're excited to see what he's going to do on both sides of the basketball. Fulkerson has had some glimpses of improvement, but I think a concern for this ball club is our depth, and we talked about guard depth. Lamonte, if his shoulder doesn't get better, knocking down jump shots. Bowden has seemed to have continued to lose some confidence offensively. And then inside, I think Fulkerson needs to give us more with his toughness and be not as afraid offensively. And so I think our depth needs to improve.
I agree. I think it's good to have Fulkerson back contributing, but in the backcourt, I think they're a guard short.
Yeah.
You lost James Daniel and Darrington. Now, Darrington didn't play a whole lot, but James Daniel was a really valuable player, I thought, coming in last year. And you got I think if there's such a thing as a mid-season grad transfer guard, they ought to go find one.
Well, I will say Jordan Bone has drastically improved.
Yes,
I mean, he's not shooting the ball from 3 like Mike talked about, but his assist-to-turnover ratio, him running the team both offensively and defensively, picking up the opponent's point guard. But that guy that's behind him, we needed some step up.
Yeah, you're leaning on – you have 5 guys on this team who are over 170 minutes. No one else on the team is over 95. So you got 5 guys who are double everyone else, and you don't have a 6-man that's really up there close. You're 6 games into the season. You wonder how that's going to change and what your rotations are going to be once you get into the heart of the SEC season. And if you're looking at something like that, and you do have – we talked about Fulkerson was really the only injury you had until Alexander in the tournament. If you go through the season without injuries, okay. But the odds of that happening, that scares me. So I just wonder if you do have – the depth is good, but are they relying on it enough? Are you having to keep going back to your starters and leaving them in there a bit too much? That's a concern for me. But anyway, when we come back, I'm going to ask you, this was the highest ranked Tennessee basketball team ever for preseason. When we come back, we're going to compare it to past Tennessee teams. I'm going to ask these guys and the rest of the panel, where might this team rank in terms of Tennessee history? It's early in the season, but gut feeling, talent on the team, schedule ahead, where does this team kind of stack up with some of the best Tennessee basketball teams the last 45 years? Come on back, we'll discuss.